Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Goodbye June. And this movie came out in 2025, and it's currently on Netflix. It's a Netflix movie, and that's the only place you can watch it. And it's directed by Kate Winslet, and also stars her as well. And Helen Mirren is in it too, as well as Toni Collette. And I'll get this out of the way really quickly. I thought they were really good in this movie. Not outstanding performances or best of the year or anything like that, but good. It's what you'd expect from a movie like this. And also, the story is exactly what you would expect it to be, and it works well enough for what it is. I wasn't offended by this movie. I didn't feel as though it was a complete waste of time. I don't hate it. I didn't walk away with a sour taste in my mouth. It was just fine. And it didn't really offer me a lot, but there are some things that made me think, yeah, I can remember parts of this movie, and I do like what this movie is ultimately about, and just having to deal with the inevitable outcome that's coming in this movie. And there are likable characters in this movie. I like them a lot, especially the dad character. He's pretty fun and memorable to me. And I love how he just rambles about nonsense. And him doing that and being kind of an idiot is pretty much how he's coping with the scenario that's being taking place. I thought that was well done and kind of interesting. And the two sisters, them having like a little bit of a feud over each other, that was kind of less interesting to me, and I didn't really care for it, but still, I didn't feel as though it was out of place in the film, and I get why it was there, even if it didn't leave much of an impact on me. And I did like how early on in the movie we cut to so many different characters, and it feels very chaotic in a way that I found to be intentional. And I thought that it was handled very well, because something like this would be chaotic, and it never once became overly edited to where I couldn't tell where we were at, or me feeling as though, oh, I don't really feel like a sense of scale or like this is a big family or anything like that. I thought it was handled well. We got a good sense of these characters, just enough to keep this story afloat and have something to work with. And I liked it that much about it. And there were some good scenes in this film, and the film works pretty well as being simple and enjoyable. Like, it's not a complicated story for the most part. There are some little subplots, I guess, kind of, but ultimately they don't really have much of a purpose in the story. And how they're resolved is like, okay, that kind of happened. And I thought to myself, all right, that was a movie. I understand why it was 2 hours. I understand why it was done in the way that it was. And it wasn't terrible. And I'm not sure if Kate Winslet is going to continue directing movies or not. I haven't looked up any interviews yet, if that's something she's interested in doing. But for a first feature film, it's not bad at all, I thought. I will say this much about the film. In terms of negatives, I felt as though the opening scene just left no impact on me. And honestly, if it was cut from the film, I feel as though it would have been a bit better, and just have this bomb drop on all these different characters and be like, oh, this is happening already. And I just felt as though that would have been a more effective choice. And I didn't really care for the music in this movie, and I just felt as though it was kind of a missed opportunity and should have brought a lot more to the film. And I wasn't really invested in the drama of the situation, like this whole sad story that's going on, and these conflicts with these characters. Sure, they're kind of interesting, but was I emotionally attached to any of it? Not really. It was kind of me being entertained and nothing more. I wasn't bored while watching this movie. It just didn't really leave much of an impact, and I wouldn't say this was a film that needed to be shorter, because there wasn't any particular scene that felt as though it was dragging on for too long. It was more or less just my emotional experience that was the problem, and me feeling as though, yeah, I'm not really attached to much, and don't really feel as though I'm missing a whole lot if I'm not fully paying attention to it. But still, I didn't feel as though it was a terrible film at all. And if you come across this movie on Netflix, then check it out and you might enjoy it, you might not. If you choose to skip it, that's fine. I'm kind of in the middle on this film. I understand people who love it. I understand people who don't connect with it at all. I just don't really feel passionate in either direction. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Goodbye June a 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Goodbye June, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for your consideration. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.